You woke up this morning feeling like a copy of someone else's original, like God made a mistake when he made you, like you're walking through life wearing a mask that doesn't fit, pretending to be someone you're not sure you were ever meant to be. By the end of this prayer, you will feel the weight of God's original design settling into your spirit. You will know beyond doubt that you are not an accident, not a rough draft, but his masterpiece walking in power. Let me read you the scripture that changes everything. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Listen to those words again, slowly. So God created mankind in his own image. The Hebrew word for image is tselem. It means a shadow, a representation, a living reflection of the divine. You are not just made by God. You are made to be like God in this earth, carrying his nature, his authority, his creative power. Stay with me, because what I'm about to pray over you will shift something in your identity that the enemy has been trying to steal. Father, I come to you right now for the precious soul listening to these words. Lord, they have been walking in confusion about who they really are. They have been measuring themselves against the world's standards, against other people's success, against the lie that they are somehow less than what you intended. But God, your word says they are made in your image, not in the image of their past failures, not in the image of their family's dysfunction, not in the image of their mistakes or their fears, but in your image, carrying your DNA, walking with your authority. I pray right now that every false identity would fall away. Every label that others have placed on them that contradicts your truth. Every whisper of the enemy that says they are too broken, too damaged, too ordinary to carry your glory. Lord, breathe fresh life into their understanding of who they are. Let them feel in their spirit right now that they are not an afterthought in your kingdom. They are not plan B. They are your original design, created with intention, created with purpose, created to reflect your glory in ways that no one else can. Keep listening, because God is speaking directly to your heart right now. The Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 secret is this. You were created to be God's representative in this earth, not a weak, powerless, struggling version of humanity, but a bold, confident, spirit-filled reflection of heaven's King. You are not who your circumstances say you are. You are not who your past says you are. You are not who the enemy whispers you are. In the midnight hour when doubt creeps in, you are who God says you are. And he says you are made in his image, created to walk in dominion, created to speak life, created to bring heaven's solutions to earth's problems. The enemy has been fighting so hard against your true identity because he knows what happens when you finally wake up to who you really are. When you realize you carry the same creative power that spoke galaxies into existence. When you understand that the same God who commands storms to be still lives inside of you. You are not ordinary, beloved. There is nothing ordinary about being made in the image of the Most High God. There is nothing small about carrying his nature in your spirit. There is nothing insignificant about the plans he has for your life. God is awakening something in you right now. I can feel it in the spirit. He is calling you out of the shadows of insecurity and into the light of who he created you to be. Father, I pray for a supernatural awakening in their spirit right now. Let them feel your pleasure over their life. Not their performance, not their accomplishments, but over their very existence, because you are well pleased with the work of your hands. Lord, I pray that every morning when they wake up, they would remember this truth, that they are fearfully and wonderfully made, that they are your chosen vessel, that they carry your image not as a burden, but as their greatest honor. I pray for healing over every wound that has made them question their worth, every rejection that made them feel unwanted, every failure that made them feel unqualified. You are qualifying them right now, Father, not by their resume, but by your image that lives within them. You are calling them worthy not because they have earned it, but because you have placed your very nature inside their spirit. Breathe deeply, beloved. Let this truth settle into the deepest places of your heart. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not who you were last year. You are who God is calling you to be today. His image bearer, His representative, His beloved child walking in divine authority. Can you feel it? That shifting in your spirit, that awakening of something that has been asleep too long. That is the Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, secret coming alive in you. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to hide. You were created to shine with His glory. Right now, I speak over every area of your life where you have been shrinking back. Your calling, your dreams, your relationships, your purpose. I declare that you will walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. You will no longer apologize for taking up space in rooms you were meant to influence. You will no longer dim your light to make others comfortable. You will no longer question whether you belong, because you carry His image, and His image belongs everywhere. He sends you. This is only the beginning. What the next scripture reveals will change how you see everything.